All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Athlete and Artist Show. I am the artist Kyle Forge alongside the athlete and professional hockey player Zach Boychuk. Second week of season 6 presented by Bombastic. We're excited. The NHL season's off to a go. The NCAA season's off to a go. Chucky, you guys are back in the win column. I saw over there in Slovenia in the Austrian League. What's the last week been like for you guys out there? You had some more points I saw this past weekend. You're racking it up out there.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid weekend overall. We had a really good game Friday. Got the 3 points over here. They give you 3 points for a win, and then kind of a crazy game on Sunday. Penalty filled. The refs sent a email to the league, and I guess the league sent an email to all the teams and the refs and said, we need to clean up the slashing, clean up the hooking, clean up the penalties. So they did that this weekend. They on Sunday they called 9 power plays for the other team and 9 power plays for us. So 18 penalties called in one game. That I swear that has to be close to a record. I think just my own ice time, I played like 9 minutes on the power play, which is, I usually only get like 16, maybe 17 minutes on a good day. So that's like over half my time on the ice was on the power play. But yeah, it was a barn burner. 7-6, we lost in overtime, but we at least got 1 point.
That's crazy that they ended up sending a letter to the league about hooking and slashing. Like not even brawling, not roughing, not hits to the head. Just you gotta stop hooking, guys.
Yeah, no, that's the European style. The sticks get a little bit crazy over here, and you could tell the first little bit of the season, first 5 games, they were kind of getting a little bit of out of hand. Some heavy slashes on the hands, and nothing was really getting called. We were only getting like 1 or 2 power plays a game at the beginning of the season. And then they send this email out, and it's like one little tap on the stick, one little tap on maybe a shin pad, arms going up, and
Really?
it seemed like looking across the league, every single team kind of went through it. Every single game was called with heavy penalty minutes, I would say.
So you can't even slash the stick or the pads out there, hey?
No, they said that you got to keep your stick on the ice and go for the puck. But yeah, even like the one-handed slashes on the bottom of the stick, like if you could even hear a little bit of a sound, it was getting called.
That's brutal. That's a stick. Aren't you not allowed to slash it to stick check, stick poke, slash the stick? I mean, you can't break it obviously, but like if
I
it's
feel like the bottom third, you can kind of like get away with it, but there was no getting away with anything this past weekend.
do they still let you stick check, like hit from the bottom, as long as your stick's not coming down on top of theirs, or do they still
No,
call it?
I think they're probably gonna call that
That's
too. Like you might
crazy.
have to like maybe come under, or yeah, just stick on puck. Finish your checks, find different ways. But yeah, it's crazy times over in the Win Today Ice League.
That's crazy that you can't even stick lift from the bottom. That's like I feel like that's what they teach you.
I think you can do the stick lift from
Okay.
from the bottom. I
Okay.
think that's kind of the further, if you're coming over top at all, if you're one hand slashing any part of the stick, obviously in the hands that's like a guaranteed getting called. But yeah, we'll see how tight they call it the next few games. I'm hoping it's not another penalty filled weekend. We got Red Bull this weekend. They've won the league
Oh,
4 years in a row, so we got a big game coming up on Friday.
damn. So you guys are playing basically how the guys that you were in Berlin.
Yeah, exactly. Berlin won what it was like 4 out of 5 championships the last 2 years, and every team was just gunning for us when we were playing. And
Yeah.
I think now in this league, everybody kind of brings their best game to play against Red Bull Salzburg, and hopefully we're ready to play
You guys play them tomorrow or Saturday?
tomorrow.
So Friday. Yeah, we're filming this on Thursday. That'll be a good game. I'll have to pop that one on while I'm editing or something like that, and and watch it while I'm editing the pod. But
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be a good game. Man, I mean, while we're on the topic of international hockey, we got a couple wild things from international hockey. Start with the Olympics. Chucky, I know you just before we started recording, you mentioned you were talking to someone who was working with one of the teams that are going to be playing the Olympics. I saw this article yesterday. The arena that is supposed to host all of the hockey games in Milan for the Olympics in February, it isn't even close to done yet. It's apparently they were supposed to do trial runs, I think, in like November or something, and they apparently won't be ready to have the first hockey game in that arena until a women's game the day before opening ceremony.
That's honestly crazy. Yeah, like you'd think that by now that they'd already be built. There'd already be a couple venues ready for it, and I don't know how many rinks they need during the Winter Olympics, but to hear that it's not even close to being done. There's teams going to like check out the dressing rooms, checking out all their different stuff for like when they bring equipment and video, and they can't even basically check out any of the dressing rooms. So you know they're pretty far away from getting things done.
Yeah, like when did you start building this arena? How long have you known that you were going to be hosting the Olympics this year? How can you not plan this better? Doesn't make any sense to me.
They think they've known for at least 4 years, no, or a couple of years. I mean,
Yeah.
you would have broke ground right away. You'd think if you needed an arena.
Yeah, it's insane. They're slower at building the arena than Calgary is at building anything out here. Like that's
They broke ground. It looks like there's it's starting to come up above the floor levels. So they're making progress in Calgary.
Yeah, I could see the cranes from my apartment living room. So it's I cry a little bit more every day. It's so much construction. It's crazy. But yeah, imagine
What
if
is
the
it?
arena
Olympic Way or Olympic Avenue, 12th Avenue. It's probably so much construction around there.
It's insane, especially because our like we're getting back into winter now. It's starting to cool down. It already snowed a little bit last weekend, so they're trying to rush the final summer jobs that are yet to finish, I guess, and get on from there. But yeah, the Calgary Arena is supposed to open end of 2027, I think. So I think we have two more hockey seasons in there, at least for the Flames, or in the Saddle Dome, I mean. But yeah, it's if that Olympic arena isn't done by the Olympics, or if they have any issues and something goes wrong, it's just going to create complete chaos. And
yeah, I don't know where they would play the games out of. I mean, there's lots of arenas, but not ones that will sit a lot of people and sit enough for an Olympic Games type event. I mean, you are close to Lugano. I don't know if they'd go across to Switzerland, but you're kind of close from Milan. There's probably a couple like older arenas in Italy. So I don't know. I think Switzerland would be the biggest rinks that you could kind of play of. That's really close to Milan.
Yeah, I guess they're supposed to be testing it. Yeah, so the event was supposed to test Santa Gula. I don't know how to pronounce that. They're supposed to test the ice, part of the under 20 World Championship from December 8th to 14th. The event was moved to Ro Fiera hockey venue. I don't know how big of an arena that is. Let me check real quick. But it's basically a giant convention center on the outskirts of Milan, apparently. So they were gonna host secondary matches during the game. So probably like some of the smaller Euro countries, but to host the games like Canada, US, or some of these other bigger arena or bigger games, it might not be great. It says the secondary venue is supposed to be 15,000 seats, so it's still a decent size arena.
Mm-hmm.
The main
It'd
arena
be nice to get that to like 20,000. I think if you get a Canada USA game, or even like when Italy plays some of the bigger teams, I'm sure a lot of people will be going.
Yeah, the main ice arena is supposed to. I don't know why I'm calling it an ice arena. It's just what how they refer to it as. The main arena is 16,000. So I mean they're pretty close in size and capacity apparently, but yeah, it'll be pretty packed in there if that's the only venue that they're able to play out of.
Yeah, then there's a lot of different groups, a lot of different teams. So you definitely need more than one arena.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing coming out of international hockey, did you see the KHL ref that was banned for life for calling a goal on a puck that went through the side of the net? Like not under the
That's
net, went through the side of it. Kind of the opposite of what happened with Shea Weber back in the day when he blasted a slap shot through the back of the net. This one went through the side of the net, called it a goal. I think they ended up reversing it after they looked at the replay, but he still got banned for life. So it's I don't like a little bit extreme.
That's so like KHL, so Russia for you. You make the wrong call, boom, you're out. I heard like they reviewed it and then he still went ahead and said that it went in.
Oh,
And then there was like conspiracies that maybe like he was part of like a gambling ring and like all there's so many rumors like going around. And yeah, so they just banned him from the KHL. No more reffing in the KHL.
insane. They're not calling up to Moscow like they are in the NHL, calling to Toronto, I guess, for those final calls on the
No, that
official reviews.
they probably just have the little iPad and he went and looked and he's like, I think that one went in. might have to get his eyes checked. I don't know.
No kidding. Eye tests in the KHL. Banned for life. I mean, in Russia, being banned for life might be the luckiest thing that can happen to you if you mess with their sports.
Yeah, I'm
That
sure
might
there's worse things that have happened over the years.
for sure, for sure. I mean, I feel like there's worse things that have happened to players over the years.
Maybe one of the teams was just paying a whole bunch of money to the ref, and the ref was like, my hands are tied. I got to call this a goal.
Tough one for him. Hopefully, he's still walking around at least. But yeah, his career in the KHL is over.
He
Sorry, go
probably
ahead.
got sent on a 17-hour train to the VHL to the second league in Russia or something.
Sent down. I wonder if they would allow him back in that league. Hey.
You gotta go put your time in the VHL or MHL, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll call you back up.
A lot of injuries, I think, in the start of this NHL season. Brady Tkachuk just went down for 4 weeks. Tough one. Now, both the Tkachuk brothers are injured to start the season. That's a big loss for Ottawa, who seem to be making improvements coming into this season, losing their captain, kind of the heart and soul of that team. Also an offensive guy, also the guy that's going to stick up for his teammates. Kind of just the all-around captain that you want to have on a team. It's tough to see Brady Tkachuk go down.
Yeah, both the Kachuk brothers. I mean, Florida's just getting hammered with injuries right now. They
Yeah.
had another D go down for a while, that Kulikov. But yeah, like Ottawa needs to have another big year. I saw some stats that Ottawa struggles without Brady Kachuk. So hopefully they can weather the storm a little bit for him. I felt like that play was a little bit dirty by Roman Yossi. He kind of pushed him into the boards from pretty far away when he didn't have the puck. Obviously, Brady wasn't really expecting it. He was kind of going in on the forecheck, and he kind of braced himself with his hand. I don't know if his hand like bent back or if he hit right in. Probably a broken bone or a torn ligament or something, sprained wrist. I don't know. Those ones can be annoying, especially at the beginning of the season. So hopefully he heals up. Ottawa can hang around. We want all the Canadian teams to do well because we need the cup to come back to Canada at some point. So Ottawa is one of those teams that made the playoffs last year and would like to see them do well.
Yeah, Brady went right after him too. He got up, went right after Yossi, said it was bullshit, and then he was kind of looking at his hand. So there's been kind of I guess the official report was it was his wrist. I don't think it said exactly what the injury was. So something to do with either his wrist or his hand. It could be a sprain. Hopefully it's not a bad break. It says 4 weeks. Hopefully it's not longer than that. Maybe if he's lucky, he'll be able to come back a little bit sooner. But I mean, especially in hockey, those hand injuries are a tough one because it could be, in the grand scheme of things, not the most serious injury, but it could definitely affect your play. I mean, you would be the perfect person to speak to that. I think you got a wrist or hand injury in one of your first couple of seasons in the NHL, hey?
It's one of my only injuries that I've basically had my whole career since junior is I had a little bit of it was a very similar play. I was coming on the left side, but I had the puck and the guy kind of hit me from behind. I went into the boards. But it was more bone. It was a scaphoid bone, and I had to get surgery. And it was weird because I didn't. We went and got X-rays after the game. Nothing showed. I played through like 2 playoff series. We went to the finals with the Lethbridge Hurricanes against the Spokane Chiefs. It was my draft year, so it was a big year. I played through it, still played through it and then it was still bothering me like all summer. I went to the combine, the NHL combine, and told the doctor that it was still kind of bothering me, and still got drafted in the first round. And by the time I got to Carolina, it was still bothering me. So they're like, "Oh, well, let's do another X-ray on it." And sure enough, it was a broken scaphoid bone in my wrist, just a little bone. And so they had to do surgery, and I was out for about 2 or 3 months after that. And kind of the only time that I've really missed an extended period of time. And tough way to start my pro career going into Carolina, but I'm really hoping that's not the case for Brady, because you want to double check, see if it's bone, see if it's ligaments, and follow up on it, because if it bothers you for a while, it can be super annoying.
That's a tough one, especially like you don't know how easily it could get tweaked again out there if he like takes a slash, or if it goes into the boards again, or if it's the hand is a tough one, especially in hockey. I mean, I know like I fractured my like just a little sliver in my pinky essentially, and it was the most annoying thing that I have ever dealt. It was like I broke this same hand when I was in like grade 10, I think. It's just a boxer's fracture, those 2 bones. And like it was just a normal break, cast it up, let it heal. It was fine. But dealing with a smaller fracture that is just kind of, you can't really do anything about it. You just kind of need to let it heal up on itself. It's super easy to re-injure it. I re-hurt it multiple times. Like there's a bump in my pinky now where, because I didn't cast it or anything, I just kind of let it heal itself up. But if you're taking slashes like every game like Brady Tkachuk is, or getting hit every game, like you could re-annoy that or re-injure it pretty easily, I think, depending on what it is.
Yeah, it'd be tough in MMA. You don't have the big gloves on like the hockey players do
Yeah.
when you got it on the stick. But yeah, it's annoying injuries, little things like that. You know, that those little plays in the game with the OC, I don't think they belong in the NHL. I think Yossi's a great guy, great captain. He can be a little bit chippy, a little bit dirty sometimes, but I'm sure in the end he probably felt bad about that one.
The Athlete and Artist Show is teamed up with Bombastic for our 6th season. Bombastic.com is a crypto casino and sportsbook offering a wide variety of slots, live tables, and sports markets. Right now, new casino players can get a 100% deposit match up to 1 Bitcoin. Yes, you heard that correctly. Up to 1 Bitcoin. Plus, 250 extra free spins unlocked over 5 days. Their newly launched sportsbook is live now. Check out the sports promo page for boosted odds, including a US sports boost up to 150%. Expect more promos and free bet opportunities rolling out soon. There's no better time to kick off your casino and sports season at bombastic.com. BOMBASTIC.com. Terms and conditions apply. Speaking of the Sens, their new third jerseys look like they should still be on a rack in Walmart. They're terrible.
They're pretty bright, eh?
They're bright. They literally remind me of those cheap knockoff Walmart jerseys that you could buy as a kid if you didn't want to pay $300 for a real one. Like, it looks like something that you would send a 12-year-old to school in after some back to school shopping going into September.
Yeah, online there's a lot of mixed reviews. It seems like some people are like, "What is going on?" Obviously, the Senators, the Ottawa Senators Twitter account's pumping it, saying that the jerseys go hard, but everybody else is like, "Are you sure about that?"
Yeah, this is the second time they've tried a third jersey that it was not good. I think back when they did the black, and then they had just the normal red with the black stripes. They had like the black with the red stripes, and then they had the opposite, the red with the black stripes. Those were sick. But now,
I like those, yeah.
Yeah, but these, like, they're just so bad. They're bright. Hi, buddy. It's just not. I don't know. It's especially when you compare it to a lot of the other third jerseys this year. Like Detroit's are nasty. The Oilers, as much as I'm a Flames fan and hate the Oilers, I think people are giving those ones too tough of a time. Besides the jersey ad that's on them, I think they look great.
What do they got going? Canadian Tire, or what's the ad they got on there?
Play Alberta.
Oh,
they got another
an Ottawa team with the Play Alberta.
Oh, sorry, in Ottawa. I thought you were talking about Edmonton. What are the Senators jerseys?
I was gonna say that makes more sense in Edmonton.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking about the Oilers third jerseys. I think it's Callian. I don't know what it is. Actually, I don't even know if they have a jersey sponsor on these third jerseys for Ottawa.
That's kind of nice. A lot of them are on the helmet now. I mean,
yeah.
There's some on the jerseys too, but
yeah, some of these third jerseys this year, they have them on the shoulder patch, which I think is a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's some really good third jerseys in the NHL, and there's some that I feel like the designers should be fired and not be allowed to ever design a jersey again.
What are the Flames third jerseys this year?
They haven't announced it. Well, besides the Blasty jersey, they kind of stick with that. But
I like the Blasty jersey.
Yeah, Blasty's a classic. I think they're better than their normal jerseys. The Pens have decent jerseys. The yellow, it's pretty bright, but I think they look good. The Kings, Did you see the Kings jerseys with the new kind of black and silver with the crown, with just the black crown?
Yeah, I kind of like that. The helmet looked weird that they had on, but other than that,
it would look cool if they, instead of the silver helmet, they had like a matte black helmet.
Yeah, I got to stick with the matte black.
San Jose's are basically just a heritage throwback to their old school jerseys. Seattle's
Buffalo usually does the like red and black comebacks, right, for their third jerseys.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna come out with that again, because those are a fan favorite, I think.
Yeah, those are sweet. Just complete opposite from the yellow and blue.
Yeah. Seattle's third jerseys, not great. I think they tried to copy Vegas with the glow in the dark thing. They're not good. The Rangers jerseys are pretty sick. I've seen a lot of people loving the Rangers jerseys.
The Rangers stink though. They can't score goals.
And speaking of the Rangers, not score goals, first team in NHL history to be shut out their first 3 games at home.
That's tough.
Tough look.
And Shesterkin's playing pretty good too. They can't figure out how to score a goal at MSG.
Yeah, it's
new coach comes in. Now they can't even score goals.
Yeah, it's not been a hot start for them. They're 2-3 too. So they won their away games. They haven't even scored at home yet.
They got to change up the routine at home. Maybe pretend like they're on the road.
Yeah, they were pretty close games too. Edmonton beat them 2-0.
Mm-hmm. Caps
beat them 1-0.
I watched a little bit of that Edmonton game. I was up late giving the baby a bottle and saw ESPN had it going on, so I threw it on.
How was it?
It was good. Yeah, like McDavid and Draisaitl are playing together right now. I think they kind of switched up the lines like later in the game, but I love watching Edmonton anytime I get the chance to see those two guys play. And Rangers shut out, obviously.
I mean, we'll get to the Flames in a second, but
there's so many teams with bad starts.
Yeah, it's been brutal. The Hawks, I think, are starting to look a little bit better
after last night. 8 goals.
Yeah,
Lucas Reichel. It's Lucas Reichel's maybe breakout year this year, maybe.
Yeah, 3 points, 2 goals, and assist. Bedard had 3 assists. Nazar, is it pronounced Nazar or Nazar? I've heard it both ways, and I don't know which is correct.
I want to say it's Nazar, but we don't know. We're not the name pronouncers. I mess up a lot of the names.
Oh, it is Nazar. Okay, I just watched a video of him saying it at Michigan. It's Nazar.
Nazar.
Yeah,
Nazar is wrong.
Nazar is wrong. So I've been saying it wrong for a bit. Nazar, he's off to a hot start. He is a an incredible get for Chicago. Ever since the first game against Florida, like just buzzing away on the breakaway, scoring that first goal of the season. And then last night, buzzes into the zone again, scores a goal, takes out the goalie, starts a brawl, gets up from the brawl, starts selling against the crowd while everybody else is still scrapping. Iconic photo that's probably gonna be framed on a wall somewhere in a man cave for him, or in Chicago Blackhawks history. Just a cool photo, but yeah, great young player, and I think he's gonna be one of the bright lights in the Hawks organization.
I like seeing the Airdrie, Alberta kid Neighbors go in and give him one after he scored, after he ran the goalie a little bit. But yeah, Hawks finally get a win, and 8 goals. That's pretty good to see. I think people are excited after that game, but it's still going to be a long year for them, I think.
I saw it looked like Holloway scored that game too for St. Louis, another Alberta boy. So St. Louis has got a couple Alberta boys from out here, Airdrie, Calgary. That's young guys that are going to be good for them. But yeah, not a good game, that one.
Blues are definitely hit or miss. They're going to be right on the cusp of the playoffs again this year, I think.
Like the Flames usually are, but now the Flames are starting 1-4.
A little different from last year's start. I think the Flames started 4-0.
An embarrassment of a team.
Not looking good this year, though. They're like kind of spotting in Parak. Like, I don't know why they're just not playing him as much as he can every game. And then they didn't want to play him against Edmonton, and then they didn't even play him in the back-to-back, I think. And then finally he gets a chance at home later, and then he gets smoked. It's like, oh, you don't want to lose one of your top star 19-year-olds right at the beginning of the season. And but yeah, they're already 1-4, and maybe they're tanking for Gavin McKenna. I don't know.
It's not looking like it's going to be a fun year for Calgary. They could still trade Anderson before the deadline. Who knows what's going to happen?
They'll be trading everybody if they keep losing.
Besides their young guys, I think for sure.
Yeah, keep Wolf, keep Parak. Obviously, that Gridden, he's looking pretty good coming in.
Zary
Coronado had a nice snipe the other night. Keep building around those young guys and trade everybody else.
Coronado's slow as hell in NHL 26, though. I'll tell you that right now.
Did he get a slow skating rating?
Yeah, I've got the Flames. Crooks, what are you doing here, bud? Get your butt out of the camera. I've got the Flames in franchise mode. Traded pretty much everybody, by the way.
Did you pick me up from the Austrian league?
I haven't picked you up yet, but you are in the game. We did confirm. I think we were talking about it last weekend. We did confirm that Zach Boychuk is still in NHL 26.
with a decent rating too.
Decent rating.
Like 70 or something.
I think it was 72, 73.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
My plus minus was pretty low though. I didn't love that. Minus 50.
I think that must have been the NHL plus minus though. You must have had a tough start before you went to Europe.
It was like
my career plus minus on the game. It was showing like minus 50. But my actual career plus minus in the NHL, I think I played 127 games or something, and I'm like plus 2 or 3, maybe like minus 2 or 3. I don't know. Not minus 50. Just getting dashes every single game that I play. Like, no wonder I didn't have a long NHL career.
I haven't picked you up yet, but I'm trading everybody away, so I'm gonna need to soon. I think By the way, if you don't know. If you're listening, or Zach, if you don't know, there are the no move, no trade clauses in the game now. So you either have to go in and physically turn him off, or you got to just bother the guy until he waves it. So I don't turn him off. So I go in and I basically just hound these guys until their morale gets so low that they just waive their no move clause.
Eventually, they're just like, "Oh man, I can't sit in the stands any longer. Just trade me."
Literally, and I was just.
You can't buy him out or something.
You might be able to buy him out, but then you gotta pay, and then it's on the cap. And I got a lot of cap space, so I just
need to keep your cap space.
Yeah, so I actually need to come up a little bit because I keep trying to trade other guys, and it's like you'll be too low under the cap. So because I got rid of Hubie, so that was 10.5 off the books right there.
That's a big one.
That was a big one. Uyghur, I got Uyghur to trade his no trade clause, but he's still on the team because he's quick. So I'm keeping him around for a little bit. But pretty much everybody else is gone besides Zeri, Coronado. Perek is out there. Anderson gone.
Did you pick up any good players for getting rid of these guys?
Yeah, I picked up Celebrini. I
Nice.
just picked up Holloway as my second line center
Nice.
because I needed a guy. I picked up. Let me go look at my roster real quick. Let me see here.
So Wolf's your starter? Do you have a backup?
Wolf's my starter. Yeah, Cooley, but I haven't played him, so I need to get a
He hasn't
backup.
played, I think, in regular season yet this year, has he?
He played against Utah.
He got one.
Yeah, he got one. Who else did I get? I picked up Hagel. Hagel was another one.
He was a good player.
I signed Roslovic.
UFA?
Yep. I picked up Gauthier from the Ducks.
Nice. I like him. Cutter Gauthier.
I picked up Lane Hudson from the Habs.
Oh, you have a wagon of a team.
I picked up Bowen Byram.
How are you under the cap?
And I picked up Jackson Lacombe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Flames are looking good on NHL 2026. Is it 2026 or 2025?
2026, yeah.
I can't keep up anymore.
Yeah, 2026. And then I signed like a Holloway, so I moved Coleman down to my third line, and then I benched Lomberg and I signed Cam Atkinson too for the fourth line.
Cam Atkinson out of retirement or what?
Yeah, he was in. It was either going to be him or Robbie Fabry, and he's still in 80 in the game, an 80 overall, and his speed is an 88. So I was like, I want some speed for the fourth line. Just send him out there. He's had some experience.
It's a good pickup.
Cheap too, under $1 million. I think it was under 800K actually.
Got him on a retirement.
But the real life Flames could learn a thing or two about. Well, here's the other thing. I traded all my draft picks, so that doesn't help for the future.
That's how you got Hudson and Celebrini and all these guys.
I think I have one first round pick left, and I figured since Gavin McKenna's not in NHL 26 because he's playing in the NCAA, the future doesn't matter. So I got rid of all of them.
Your draft is going to be a struggle the next couple of years.
It's okay. I'll sign all these guys to long-term deals. It'll be good to go. It's a young team. They'll grow. They got 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Chucky, anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
No, I think that's pretty good for the hockey. Obviously, thanks to Bombastic. It's exciting that all the hockey seasons kind of started up for all the leagues, and we're still keeping up with football. My fantasy team is 3-3 right now. Got a big match this weekend, so obviously, I'm always following up. Panthers aren't looking too bad. They got a couple wins, the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. Should we do a quick football pick?
Yeah, we could do. I was looking earlier at maybe like a Thursday night football. We got a game tonight. Actually, no, we probably want to do Sunday, right? Because it won't be out till later. So if I look at the Sunday games,
we got Panthers Jets.
Ooh, got it. I'm definitely going Panthers there. The Jets are horrible, I feel like.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm always down to take the Panthers.
What's the spread? Are we going against the spread?
We got Panthers minus 125, Jets minus 111.
That's just straight up like money line, no spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take the Panthers.
We got points.
Their running back's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard's out though, so he's on my fantasy team, and the other running back's killing it.
Oh no, that's tough.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go Panthers money line against the Jets.
I like it. Book it.
We'll get that tweeted out as well.
Bombastic.
Head to bombastic.com. Unbelievable website. They just launched their sports book. They just relaunched the casino side as well. But we didn't have the sports book launched last week. This week it is officially launched. So you can go on Bombastic. You can bet any sports. They've got everything on here. They've got tennis, esports, basketball, hockey, MMA, baseball, badminton, beach volleyball, boxing. Literally everything is on here. It's insane. I'm gonna have to see if there's some greyhound racing on here too. I'll just toss some more.
And we're gonna do some live streaming on Monday, probably
Yep.
for casino games and
Live
stuff
stream
like
on
that.
Monday. Dude, you can bet on World of Warcraft on here, I think. What is good?
That's
This is
crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy website. And we'll get that bet out. Carolina Panthers money line over the New York Jets. We will see everybody on Monday for the live stream.
Peace.